Morning.
If I only knew then what I know now. After graduating high school, instead of getting out, getting a job, going to college like most of my friends, I decided to start my own business as an artist, traveling the country. My first year of business, I made $47,000. Now, if you think that's a lot, I did at the time. 2 years later, I made over $72,000. Now, fortunately, at the time, I was very financially uneducated. I was making poor financial decisions, and if I could take it all back, I would definitely invest some of that money and time into a financial education. The problem in the U.S. with financial literacy is huge. Now, although some things are being done to fix it, not enough is being done. But based on my knowledge, experience, and what I've learned from my research on this controversial issue, I think that financial literacy should be a graduation requirement in high school. Now, first, I'm going to define what financial literacy is, to make sure that we're on the same page. Second, I'm going to let you know what is currently being done to combat this issue. Third, I'm going to let you know why it's important to us, to you and me, why we should do something about it, why we need to do something about it. And last, I'm going to let you know what you can do to help. I've read several books and also gathered information from several online sources when doing my research, from organizations such as the Jumpstart Coalition, the President's Advisory Council on Financial Literacy, FINRA, and also the Council for Economic Education. Now, there are several definitions for the term financial literacy. The Jumpstart Coalition defines the term as the ability to use one's knowledge and skills to manage personal finances effectively for a lifetime period. And that's more than just learning how to balance a checkbook or write checks, check the statements. That's understanding credit, interest, mortgages, college costs, how to do your taxes. Everything it takes for a young adult to be successful in life. Now that we have a better understanding of what financial literacy is, I'm going to let you know what's currently being done to combat the issue. There are several organizations and individuals who are trying to help raise financial literacy in the United States. Dave Ramsey is one of those individuals. He's a well-known motivational speaker, as well as an author. He's written several books. I've read one of his books. It's called The Total Money Makeover. It involves a 7-step process, easy to follow, in order to how to get out of debt and become financially free. He also offers what's called Financial Peace University. It's a program 13 weeks long. Does the same thing. It's a 13-week program online. The second organization I'd like to recognize is the Jumpstart Coalition. They've done a tremendous amount in raising financial literacy in the United States. They've created a national standards for K-12 financial literacy. They offer several resources on their website as well as through their store. And they conduct a biennial survey that tests where the United States is on its journey to being financially free. The last organization I'd like to recognize is the President's Advisory Council. They started what's called the National Financial Capability Challenge, and what it is a survey or an exam that's done once a year. And our top scoring students on this exam earn cash prizes, certificates, even college scholarships. Now, all this is being done to combat the problem of financial literacy in the United States. It's not enough. Each and every one of us, whether you're a politician, a teacher, a student, a soldier, we have to do something about this. And here's why. According to the U.S. Financial Capability Study done by FINRA, 60% of Americans don't have an emergency fund. That means if they get sick, lose their job, the economy crashes, they have nothing. 1 out of 5 said they spent more last year than they earned. 62% of Americans, when they got their last credit card, didn't compare with the different companies. Interest rates, fees, wasn't important. The leading number of people on all three of those surveys was between the ages of 18 and 34. Also, according to a most recent survey of the states done by the Council of Education and Economics, more states are getting on board. 9 states now require financial literacy to be tested in high school. 13 must take the course in financial literacy to graduate from high school. Now, if you think those numbers are good, let me put it in perspective. That's a third of the nation. And do you have any brothers or sisters? I have a brother and a sister. That's like saying, I'm going to get a financial education. My brother and sister are not. I can't live with that. Now that you know why this is important, let me tell you what you can do. Okay? Everybody can do their part in raising financial literacy. First, you got to take action. You got to raise the awareness. Further educate yourself on financial literacy. That way you can share what you know. And second, you need to become more familiar with your state legislature. Figure out who your state legislator is and make sure they represent you in the next General Assembly. In conclusion, this is just our future we're talking about. This is the future of our children, our grandchildren, and their children. Financial literacy is obviously a huge problem in the United States. We know this. We know that there are several people and organizations trying to fix it, but not enough is being done. And we know what has to be done and what we can do. So let me give you the answer. A perfect example of what needs to happen just happened in Virginia about 2 months ago. Parents called their state legislator to support them in the General Assembly, stress to them how important financial literacy is to their children. They represent them, and House Bill 622 is passed. House Bill 622 states that middle school and high school students are now required to take financial literacy and economics. So it's required now. That's one step closer to that state of Virginia. That's a huge accomplishment for the state of Virginia. And it should be on the agenda of every other state that has done so already. Thank you, Tom. Good.